Let me tell you, baby, don't need no diamonds on my body, got no grin in my eyes. Can you feel me? Yeah, get a brand new Bentley. I'll tell you now, it makes no difference, just want all of your time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 'Cause you kiss me like I'm dreaming, like I'm one in a million, and I think it's time you figured it out. Oh, 'cause I know I got that something.
Welcome to NEPTUNE Tarot. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you've been having an amazing summer so far. Today we are going to be jumping into the topic, advice for your career. So we're just going to be pulling a few cards just to kind of see the direction that you're going in, just to kind of see the advice of what direction you should be going in. And we'll just be getting possibly some other oracle cards. I haven't quite decided yet. So we'll just see what happens. Pile number one, let's jump right in. You guys shuffled the regret card. I know that I cannot change the past. Alright. Pile number two, you guys shuffled courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Beautiful. And finally, pile number three, you guys shuffled honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Okay, so I'll do a better view of the cards here, give you 30 seconds meditation. If you're still struggling to decide what pile is for you, check the description box down below for shuffled music, as well as a way to get in touch with me for personal readings. Until then, guys, I will see you at your pile. Bye.
'Cause I know I got that something, and it won't cost you nothing. I already feel expensive enough. That's what matters. Money don't buy love. Money don't buy love. No, your money don't buy love. No, your money don't buy love. No, your money don't buy love. Your money don't buy love. No, your money don't buy love. No, your money don't buy love. No, your money don't buy love. Your money don't buy love.
Welcome, pile number ones. You guys chose the regret card. I know that I cannot change the past. All right. So I did pull a few cards here. I kind of wanted to do what's going on currently and what's the advice. Try to break it into two different factors here. With you guys, what's currently going on is the Page of Pentacles, and then we also have this hidden energy, which I'm going to go ahead and turn it around. We have the Magician. Beautiful, Spirit, thank you for that. So what I'm getting with you pile ones is what's currently going on is there could be some bad habits when it comes to finance.
So when it comes to maybe spending, maybe even when it comes to habits for work ethic. So when you are at a job, you might arrive late, or there might be some unprofessional moves that you're making in a job setting that I just feel like the employer is not really interested in, okay? Like there's a bit of youth energy. I'm getting a lot of like young energy, so it's like someone who might not understand that this at the end of the day is a business and it has to kind of stay professional. It's like they're not there to kind of teach you how to be professional. They're just expecting that. So I do feel like at some times it felt like you needed a teacher, or you needed somebody to really show you how you were supposed to possibly behave in a work setting or in a professional setting. Like I'm just seeing that in the past you've made mistakes. Like with the regret card, I feel like you do regret the habits that you have shown in a work environment. Like I don't know why I'm getting like making mistakes that at this current point you know are fully aware that they were mistakes. Like it's something that you wouldn't do again. It's something you wouldn't do over again, right? So with this Page of Pentacles, you know, I am kind of getting somebody who is struggling with inspiration, somebody who is struggling to get motivated when it comes to their career. Okay, like I just kind of get a self-defeating energy where you might be kind of really focusing on how things went wrong in a career. For some of you guys here, like you might even just feel like no matter what it is you end up doing, you're not going to feel satisfied in the work. Okay, like there's something a little bit of, I don't want to say, I do want to say, because it's a meaning of the Page of Pentacles, but there is a certain laziness, or if you don't resonate with that, it's just some kind of bad habits that kind of sabotage your relationship with your career. So it's like your career might not really be taking off. But with the Magician here, I feel like this is current energy. So I feel like they're really wanting you to realize that you have all the tools that you need. Okay, you already have what you need. If you feel like you're lacking something or you're missing something, that is just, I feel like, the mentality that you've had for a long time. There's a scarcity mentality, and I do feel like it comes to that scarcity mentality is affecting the way you see yourself. It's like, I don't have enough to offer. I'm not going to be satisfied. I'm not, you know, it's just kind of like this, I'm seeing a black hole where it's like you could think of a million reasons not to really chase down the career of your dreams, to really make something happen, manifest what it is that you've really been wanting. You know, what it is this mindset. This mindset is just constantly in your ear telling you you can't do something, when I think that you actually can. Like, I think there's a huge capability here with the Magician. It's like you have the power, you have the magic, you have every tool it takes in order to achieve what it is that you're wanting to manifest, whatever this, you know, this, I'm hearing dream job, like I'm hearing dream career, I'm just hearing like this is what you want, you know, but it's because of that kind of scarcity. And also I'm hearing punishing. Some of you guys could still be punishing yourself for maybe even missed opportunities. It's almost like maybe you kind of realize how you acted when you were younger. Maybe there were certain things that you didn't do that could have really been a struggle on you now. You know what I mean? Like I'm hearing debt and credit cards. I'm hearing, you know, student debt. I'm hearing auto loans. Okay, so like, so it's gonna be different for a lot of people, but it was like there was some kind of impulse purchases that I think that you could have really hugely regret, and I don't think you had the career at that time to back up whatever purchases were being made, kind of energy. So take it if it resonates. If this isn't you guys, pick another pile, but this is really my kind of, I'm going to say it like the struggle bus pile. Like this is, it's like you're not really seeing your potential and how it can really happen for you. It's because that mindset is constantly in your ear saying, no, it'll never happen. I don't have what I need. I'm not skilled enough. I'm lazy. I'm like, it's like you telling yourself you're lazy when it's like, it does kind of feel like, I hope I don't, like, take it if it resonates. This is not going to resonate for everybody. It does kind of feel like ADHD, procrastination, like getting frozen in that procrastination and just kind of getting lost and not really accomplishing what the goal is at the end. But it's like you have every potential, like you have every opportunity here. And I feel like you could be repeating a pattern with the Wheel of Fortune. You're repeating this pattern. And I think that Spirit is really wanting you to face this regret when it comes to your career. Like, oh, I should have done this in the past. I should have done this. I shouldn't have done this. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't go back. You're here now. But I think what you don't actually realize is that you're still in that same cycle. That scarcity mindset, telling yourself something is impossible, telling yourself you can't have it, telling yourself you're not good enough, telling yourself that for whatever reason, like, it's a never-ending shit show. That's what I'm getting, is like you could really tell yourself that your career is going nowhere and that it's like this never-ending cycle of just, I'm just hearing bullshit, like, where the career just isn't going anywhere, where your finances are really struggling. And I think with this being the advice here, they're really wanting to ask you, are you ready to break that cycle, Wheel of Fortune? Are you ready to get out of that scarcity mindset? Are you ready to face the fact that you have everything it takes? The only thing stopping you, is your regret, is this cycle perpetuating here. Like, I'm getting kind of worked up. I'm getting a little worked up over here, so I'm trying to calm down. But with this King of Pentacles, I think you really need to take a look and understand that if you don't break this cycle, these bad habits, it turns into like a bad lifestyle. With the King of Pentacles, it's like, it becomes almost like, I don't know, it's like deeper than a habit. What's deeper than a habit? You know, like a tradition. I don't know. It's like you're just going deeper into those habits. You're just going deeper into that regret instead of, you know, really waking up to the fact that you're letting this cycle continue. I'm getting like a, you know, a self-sabotaging energy. It's like with this King of Pentacles, it's just going to get worse. It's not going to get better until you know, really get out of this stuck energy. And it's so crazy because I'm literally seeing somebody like walking up to like quicksand, or not even quicksand, but like something sticky, like black tar, right? It's like walking up to like sticky black tar and putting themselves in it, you know? It's like they're doing it to themselves. And it's just like, oh, it's very frustrating because I'm just seeing it spinning and spinning and spinning, and it's like as soon as that kind of stops, you stop perpetuating this cycle of regret, start realizing what it is you're capable of, what you've been holding back from yourself. I just feel like that's when shit's gonna happen for you. Okay? It's like, until you stop punishing yourself, until you get out of this scarcity mindset, it's just going to keep going. I just keep feeling like this energy of like someone looking you dead in the eyes and saying, are you ready to break this pattern? Your success is 100% determined by you. What are you going to manifest? What are you going to bring to this table? Because whatever you've been doing, it's not working. This pattern, this cycle, it's not working. It's not working, and it's going to get worse. So let's move on. Bottom of the deck, we also have this beautiful Queen of Swords. And with this energy, I'm just really getting like honesty, being really honest with yourself about your bad habits, about things that hold you back, about that scarcity mindset. You know, it's being really almost painfully like honest with yourself, okay? Oh, I just split the deck and we got the Devil in reverse. It's freeing yourself, especially I feel like from this punishment. It's almost like you were chained up to this devil, punishing yourself, you know, living in hell, and it's like you have the power to release and free yourself from that energy. You just need to be honest with yourself about what you do have the power to change and what steps you can take in order to create better habits. Bottom of the deck, I found this funny. Athena, inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. Like, I feel like it's time. And I feel like the more time you take, the more time you're going to regret not starting sooner, you know, not breaking this cycle sooner. We have solace, bodies of water. Spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean, to recharge your batteries. I do think that this is going to take a level of self-care. I do think it's going to take a level of self-compassion. This is a time to not punish yourself. Get out of that shame and regret. Shame and regret is bullshit. Get away from that energy. That energy is not going to take you anywhere. It's gotten you here. You need to start practicing self-compassion. And I feel like spending time near water, whatever it may be, rivers, even pools, you know, oceans, I just think that's going to be really relaxing and healing for you. And I think you need to kind of really meditate in that time and start building up that confidence, building up that self-worth, building up that self-compassion, and being like, I support you, I'm on your team, we have all the tools we need, we're going to break this pattern, we are going to get our dream job. You know, it's like you're only as limited as you allow. This is something you've been allowing. Okay, so it's time to take care of yourself, stop this pattern. Also, bottom of the deck, this was from when I shuffled all three of the cards from the pick a card, like from the options you had. So this was at the bottom of the deck, and I do feel like it's relevant. Okay, empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. Okay, so I think that comes with the level of empathy and forgiveness for the person that you may have been in the past. I know that I cannot change the past, and having empathy for the person that you used to be or the pattern that you used to live in. You know, stop punishing yourself. Punishing yourself more isn't going to heal any of this, you know, perspective. Like it's the perspective you're seeing yourself, really. I think that you're telling yourself you don't deserve something. You don't deserve your dream job, or your dream job is just impossible to get. Baby steps. Look at the tools you have. What can you do? Stop focusing on the can't. Focus on the can. What can you do right now? And I think what you can do is definitely, I feel like when you meditate in water, wherever it may be, I just feel like that's really going to help screw your head on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's really going to help you relax and get a level head. And also, like, I don't know, like, I'm just seeing, like, I don't know, not everybody's going to have these, but in Houston, I know that there's like these pods, like you can get into like these water pods, and they'll just leave you alone for like an hour or whatever, and you can just float in these water pods. And I'm just getting like, that's kind of what you're doing, is like holding yourself, hugging yourself, like that self-compassion. Like it's going to feel like extra, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna feel like you're doing too much, but I think because you've been living in a lot of regret and shame and self-punishment, it's gonna be necessary to really like baby yourself. You know, it's like treat yourself like your best friend, like you would your own child. Like treat yourself like someone that you would love and encourage and support in their career, you know? So that's what I have for you, pile number ones. I do hope that this helped. I hope that this was useful. I really do hope that these messages, you know, were informative, helpful in some way. I hope they resonated. I love you guys so much. Please, please, if you have the time, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. Till next time. See you later, guys. Bye. Sorry guys, it's too many. I just need one. I'm gonna go ahead and take that because I'm tired of this. Alright, gift stores. 7 of Pentacles in here. 10 of Cups, we got 10 of Cups, okay. Hi there, pile number twos. You guys chose the Courage card. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Love that. I was definitely getting that, okay? Like, just right off the bat, even the way I just rang the bell. Like, it was so loud. It was so like just like hard hitting. And just to kind of have that energy of strength, facing fear with confidence. Bottom of the deck, we have strength. We also have this beautiful butterfly maiden here, transformation. I feel like you are really building strength when it comes to your career. Like, I don't know what that's gonna mean different things for you. Like, I'm getting some of you guys, this is like getting tougher skin when it comes to maybe like some kind of, what's it called? Serving business, or you know what I mean? Like service industry. So it's like getting thicker skin when it comes to tips or customers. That could even be for call centers, you know, getting thicker skin, building that strength, that resilience when it comes to dealing with really possibly like rude people. Like, I'm just getting customer service pretty heavily for this pile. It doesn't have to be for everybody. Like for some of you guys, you could even have like a boxing career. Like I was getting a boxing career. With this butterfly energy, all these colors, I'm also getting like a makeup artist. So somebody who would have had to build up their skill, really build their skill over time, build their confidence when it comes to makeup and, you know, putting that on people's face, even like hairstyling as well. Like I'm just getting a lot of like passionate careers, like careers that no matter what it is you do, it's something that you are passionate about. It is something that you are building confidence when it comes to this career. It's something that I think you've kind of decided on and you're like, okay, this is what's working for me right now. And for some of you guys, you might be in the current state of moving from one job to another job, okay? So with this Tower in reverse and also with the transformation on the Butterfly Maiden, I'm just heavily getting that some of you guys are kind of resisting this change. Like you guys are like a little bit scared of maybe switching careers. I know that I just said that like some of you guys here are really solid when it comes to it's not even that you're solid. Okay, let me backtrack, because it's more of an energy of, you know what you want to do. Like you know what your dream job is. It's like you know exactly what field you want to be working in, but it's almost like some of you guys are actually still in another field completely. Like, and it's because it's out of like survival. It's out of, I have to do this in order to survive, in order to make money, in order to eat, keep a roof over my head, you know, kind of energy. So you guys could really be terrified of taking that leap towards the dream job, especially if it's creative. Like I'm getting, especially like, you know, like a boxer career, right? It's like, what does that even mean? Like I'm seeing this guy, not everybody's gonna know who this is. His name is Beniam, and he's from the show 90 Day Fiancé, and he is from, oh, I cannot remember where he's from. I feel bad for, can't remember where he's from. Where is that? It's not Indonesia, is it? No, it's not. I can't remember right now, but basically he's getting married to an American woman and he's moving to the US, and his dream job is like boxing. Is becoming a fighter. I don't, you know, and it's just like, her parents were looking at him crazy, you know, they were looking at him like, are you sure, like this isn't really like a real career? And so that's where I'm hearing the confidence and the thick skin has to be built. That strength has to be built, because there's going to be a lot of people questioning your career. So I think that that's where there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear of everything falling apart, everything crumbling around you, everything shifting. Like I feel like you could really be in a career right now that you're not happy in. It's not your dream job, but it's all you've known. It's like something you've always done for like a long time, like in order to survive. And so it's like really unsettling is the energy, like really scary and unsettling, and everything's crumbling around you and changing, and you're not sure if it's going to be worth it when you come out on the other side. So it's like you start pursuing the career full speed ahead. What if it isn't successful? Like I just hear a lot of fears, a lot of doubts, and that's where it's like that strength, that confidence needs to be really, really developed. Because what I'm getting is you're going to be told a lot of criticism. I'm really getting that there's going to not only where you're facing self-criticism, you're facing societal judgment, you know what I mean? Like, and it could even be like in-laws, you know, in-laws looking at you crazy. You could be an artist, you know, you could be, and no matter what kind of artist you are, just some kind of artist, and it's like somebody just being like, that's never going to happen. And so it's like you have to build that thick skin if you really want this. And I think that's where the advice is coming in, okay? Before we get to that though, I'm so curious what this is, because I forgot to explain to you guys, this side is more like what's going on right now. So you guys are in this tower in reverse energy where it's like, to me, I just picture like somebody trying to stop the tower from crumbling. It's like somebody like please don't, and it's like you're one person against this like divine shift. Like it was meant to happen, it was meant to crumble. It's just it's the way you're reacting. It's like you're like scared and you just like are trying to keep everything together. It's a little bit of denial as well, where you're denying yourself of the dream job because you're just scared to let something else go, let something else crumble, let something change. So let's see what else is going on. 9 of Swords. That makes perfect sense. This is sleepless nights. This is heavy anxiety. This is really intrusive, obsessive thinking. So for some of you guys, this has really heavily been on your mind lately, where it's like, what am I going to do for a career? What am I going to do? And I do feel like this is actually like I'm hearing like a twinge. Is that a word? A twinge? A tang? It's not tang. Not a twang. It's not twang. It's a twinge. I hope that's a word. Please somebody tell me if that's a word. Twinge. But anyways, it's just like this little bit of basically like a twinge in your heart. Okay, like just like somebody twisting the knife in the heart, where it's like not only are you panicking about what you should do, it's also like this pain in your heart of I'm not doing what I want to be doing. And also that pain in your heart of feeling like even if I try to go towards that, it's not the most practical. There's something about fighting logic and practicality and feeling like your dream is too big, or feeling like your dream is not practical, it's not logical. And so I just feel like there's a lot of like pain, like not only just like mental anguish, sleepless nights, you know, anxiety, it's also that pain in the chest of like I have to work at this job that I fucking hate every day just to be able to maybe get to do what I love for 1 out of the 7 days. You know what I mean? Like I have to work 5 days of the week, I have to rest 1 day, you know what I mean? I have to give myself a break 1 fucking day of the week, and then the other day I might have 1 day to dedicate to what I love. And so it's like a pain there. It feels like you're battling your heart and it's like your heart and your mind. Like your heart knows what it wants, but your mind is telling you this isn't practical. And so that's kind of the advice. Okay, that's where we're stepping into the advice, and we're going into, this is gonna be kind of like I want to say a harsh truth, but I'm getting an energy where it's like half of you guys here, I don't know how to say this, half of you guys here I don't know how to say this. I don't know if I should say this, honestly. Is that really the message? What's happening here is you have to really decide if this is something you want. You have to dedicate everything you've got to whatever this dream is. Because the truth is, I do think that for some of you guys here, it's not the most practical. And what's not practical about it is going to have to be made up in a shit ton of hard work. Okay? Like a shit ton of hard work. And this is not going to be like an overnight success. This is not going to be something that happens quickly. With the Seven of Pentacles here, it's going to be slow. And I think that the advice here is that you, like, it's so funny because with this being reversed, it's showing me a lot of impatience. And I think that they're asking you, like, are you patient enough to go down this path? Are you willing to work hard enough? And also with this Page of Swords, I think it's also like, are you willing to learn? Are you open to new ideas? Are you open to, I feel like going towards logical actions that will help this career be more practical. You know what I mean? Like really adding like logic with this dream, this fantasy, like really combining the two. And with this Page of Swords here, it's like, are you willing to learn? Are you willing to take new ideas? Are you willing to become the student? And I feel like also, are you willing to start completely over? Because once again, you're going to have to lose something. You're going to have to sacrifice something. You're going to have to change, transform something. And it's like, they're really kind of saying, I'm going to say it, do you have the cojones to do this? Do you have the courage? Do you have the fucking balls, mate? Like, do you have the confidence to really go towards this dream? Like, they're challenging you right now. Spirit, the universe, God, whatever you believe in, they are challenging you right now. And they're saying, how bad do you want this? And I feel like I'm kind of getting this energy that for half of you, you guys don't actually want this. Like, it's more work than you would be happy with. It's more, it's more starting over than you would be able to handle, or you know what I mean? It's like, for some of you guys, you are not in that space of courage and confidence. And if you're not there, then I'm sorry, but I am getting kind of a message where there's a group of you here that really need to be honest with yourself and ask yourself, is this big dream, how should I say this? Like, I kind of want to say, yeah, realistic. It's like being harsh. It's like the realities of the world, kind of like. Because if you don't have that tough skin, if you don't have that confidence, that strength, that willingness to do whatever it takes, if you just don't have that, then the universe is saying it's not going to happen. And you need to be honest with yourself about, is that truly the career that you want? Or maybe is this just some kind of dream job that you fantasized about, but it's like, it's just not realistic and it's not something that's going to actually happen. And with the Ten of Cups, it's like, maybe you have another dream, or this kind of is giving me like family. You know what I mean? Sorry guys, just closing the window. They're doing stuff back there. In this little parking lot back there. So like, maybe your dream is meant to be more emotionally fulfilling than a career, like this big dream job career. Because for a lot of you guys here, I'm gonna be honest, I'm getting like fame. Like, I'm getting like you guys wanting to be famous artists, you know, you guys wanting to be famous. I'm hearing influencers, you know, like TikTok creators, like you guys wanting to do something really big that gets a lot of attention, but it's like so much work, and it's so much patience, and it's so much courage, and it's all these things that you're not really ever going to do. You know what I mean? You're not really ever going to go towards. So it's kind of like questioning, like, did I just want that dream career because it was sparkly? You know what I mean? Because maybe I was young and I thought that that's what would make me happy at the end of the day. So I do feel like for some of you guys here, there's a good portion of you where it's like, you need to really be honest with yourself and be like, is this what's going to create my emotional satisfaction? Because for some of you guys, like, if you don't have what it takes, like, I'm gonna be honest, if you don't have what it takes, this is going to really be intense for you. Okay, like, it's going to be dismantling. It's going to be like everything's changing and crumbling, and it's like you're going into this energy that you're not even willing to keep up with. Okay, so, but for the other half of you, oh, my babies who are like, this is what I want, I'm dedicated, I will give anything it takes, you know, I'm patient enough, I will wait for it to come. You know what I mean? Like, I have the confidence, I have the strength, I'm building that strength, I'm building that tough skin, I'm willing to say goodbye and sacrifice something. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, if you really have what it takes, hold on, my cat wants in now, of course. If you have what it takes, this is going to lead you to incredible emotional satisfaction. Like, I just think that it's like, I'm hearing it's worth the wait. I'm hearing that this career is going to feel like it brings you love. Like, I'm getting like emotions, you know, like I'm getting like so much emotional fulfillment from whatever it is that you're doing, you're creating. You know, if you're a boxer, you know what I mean? Like, whatever, you see that giant smile on their face, like, I think you're going to have immense pride, Leo energy here, for the fact that you really did it. You really gave it your all. You never gave up on yourself. And with the 9 of Pentacles underneath that, like, yes, like, huge pride in yourself, but also independence. Like, I did this myself. I did that myself. I did that on my own. Nobody helped me. Okay, maybe people did help you. Okay, that's a bold statement, but that's what the 9 of Pentacles usually represents. Like, somebody who cultivated their own career on their own. You know what I mean? Like, they did that shit. They, like, I'm hearing started from the bottom, now we hey. Like, I'm just getting a really good energy where it's like, this will bring you, like, you know what I was talking about, that pain in the heart? Like, that's going to heal. Like that pain in the heart, that's going to heal. The more and more you do this job, the more and more you chase this career, you go towards it, like, it's going to heal that pain in the chest, okay? And for others of you, like, I don't want you to feel like if you don't have what it takes, or if you're not willing to put in this immense effort to go towards that dream job, if you're just not willing, like, I don't want you to punish yourself. I don't want you to feel bad about it. I don't want you to feel like you can't have this 10 of Cups, because you can have it, but it's just about being honest with yourself about what's really going to make you happy. Like, I think the people who are all in, like all in 100%, this is what's going to make them happy. I think for the people who are not willing to go all in, I don't think that this is going to make you happy. And I think you're listening to that intuition that's stopping you and being like, I actually don't think I'm all in, you know? And I think that there's another path for those of you who are not all in, where it's like something that's more emotional, like something, it could be like, I'm getting like family related. It could be a career around taking care of kids, or taking care of elderly, which, you know, I'm hearing a nurse job, like I'm hearing yeah, like sorry, I'm not sure what they're called, like when the nurses go to your house. What else? Like, ooh, with the coffee, some of you guys want to be baristas, okay, or own a coffee shop. So it's like there's other like paths. It's not, I think that the advice for this reading is that you guys have huge dreams and you need to really kind of sit with yourself and ask yourself, do I have the balls to do this or not? That's really the message of this reading, is do I have the balls to chase that huge, I almost said nearly impossible dream. Like for some of you guys, it's going to feel so rewarding because of how impossible it feels right now. Like I feel like those baby steps over time, you're just gonna get closer and closer and closer, and you're just gonna look back and you're gonna be like, holy shit, I never thought this could happen. Yeah, I just want to bring this like strength card out. I do want to bring the 9 of Pentacles, but you guys get the pentacle, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm just showing you pentacles, but it's just that strength energy. Like I just feel like this is your energy, and you're just like for those of you who are really like have the balls and want to go towards that dream job, like this is your energy where you're just like, I'm strong enough to do it. And I just like, I keep going back to this, like I don't want you to feel like if this isn't something you are all in, like it doesn't mean that you're not strong, you know, like you're not, like you don't deserve emotional fulfillment. You do, but it's like these are kind of like the tough decisions in life that you have to make, especially as time is just passing and passing and passing. Like these are the tough decisions you have to make in order to really like choose what is going to make you happy at the end of the day. Let's read Butterfly Maiden. It says, you are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. And that's what I want to kind of go. Either way you guys are going, I think there's great blessings. As long as you're willing to change. Like something does need to like end. With this Tower, I'm just feeling like whatever career you're in right now, I don't think it's bringing you a lot of abundance or emotional satisfaction. So there definitely needs to be a change here. Bottom of the deck, we have Artemis, Guardian. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. I don't know why, I feel like some of you guys really needed to hear that right now. You guys might really be struggling right now when it comes to whatever career field you're in. But just know, you know, divine timing is at play. Your loved ones are safe, spiritually protected, and you know, it's all going to work out for the highest good. Let's see, is there any other message, spirits? Is there any other message? I kind of want to shuffle one more of these. Just one more, spirit, please. Just one. Pride. I told you, you're gonna have immense pride. I just feel like once you get to this 10 of Cups, either path you take, you're just going to feel so fulfilled. There's just so much love and emotional satisfaction. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. That's beautiful, okay? And oh, bottom of the deck, guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Like there's some level of you needing to release, sacrifice, because something isn't really assisting in your soul's growth. But yeah, a lot of Leo energy, pride. So I'm gonna leave it at that, pile twos. I hope that you guys resonated. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was useful to you in some way. If it was, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. I love you guys so much. I'm sending you all the best. Love, light, protection, blessings. See ya, bye. was waiting for the pile. Oh, Spirit. Welcome, pile number 3s. You guys chose the honesty card. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. I love that so much. I think that's a very healthy way to approach things. You know, it's like looking at what you can expect from yourself, what you can't always expect from others. But getting into career, let's shift the focus on career here. I think that this is actually like a very kind of boring, straightforward reading. I think that you guys are incredibly level-headed. You guys are intelligent. You guys know what you want. I think you're a really hard worker. Okay, you are somebody very driven and very career focused. That's probably what brought you here. Okay, so like there's a very strong focus when it comes to finances and career and stability. Like I'm just getting general stability. I think that stability is something that makes you feel really good, makes you feel really I'm hearing like powerful. I don't know if that's the right word, but it just makes you feel safe, but at the same time powerful. So it's very interesting. I really like that energy though. I like you guys feeling empowered, especially because of circumstances that you built for yourself, that you built from your own focus on these things that you really wanted, this stability, these finances, this career. So I do kind of feel like Spirit is actually really wanting to give you a round of applause. They're wanting to like pat you on the shoulder and just tell you you're doing a really good job. And whether or not other people are telling you this, because with the honesty energy, I don't know why, but I do get an energy that, you know, somebody isn't being honest, right? It's like there's something here where I think maybe the career that you're currently dealing with, whatever career this is, I feel like they don't want you to know like how valuable you are, how much of an asset you are. They don't really want you to know your power in this position. So that's kind of an interesting thing, especially like I feel like if you work in any kind of corporate position, it's like they don't want you to know how much they need you around. They don't really want, like there's a level of dishonesty where they just are kind of keeping you in the dark about how valuable you actually are. Maybe they don't want to pay you the amount that you should be getting paid. You can't always expect the truth from others, but you can expect it from yourself. But I think that whenever you are like being very level-headed and you're asking yourself, am I okay with where I am right now? I think you're okay. Like I'm getting acceptance. I'm getting like, this is a good place to be in for now. I'm hearing this might not be my forever job, right? Things change all the time. The job market changes all the time, you know? And I think that there's a level of trust that you have with yourself that no matter kind of what happens, you are always able to be honest with yourself Like, it's like you always kind of know what step you need to take, like what the honest next step, even if it's hard work, even if it's something you don't want to do, you know, redoing your resume, going to these interviews, if it is going back to school in order to get a higher level career, or a trade school in order to go to do something specific. Like, it's kind of, it's interesting, but with this siege quiet time, I'm getting that this is honestly your energy, is that you spend a lot of time with self. There's a very quiet mind. It's like, it's not that you're like dumb at all, like that's the exact opposite, honestly. It's that you're able to quiet your mind, and it's like you're able to listen to what's really important. Like, I don't know, it's like you're able to clear out all the distractions. And with the Seven of Cups, that's exactly what this represents, is distraction. So we'll get to that in a minute. This is more the advice. This is more what's going on right now. So right now, you're in this Knight of Pentacles, baby. Like, you're doing good. You're focused. I think that you do have money in the bank. With this Page of Wands, I do get an energy of creation and creativity. Like, I feel like there's a level of creativity that's been repressed because you've been so focused. Oh my God. Oh my God, that was so funny. Oh my God, I don't edit my videos, guys, so like like, I do edit them, of course I do, but like, I don't go through and like clip out little parts. Like, screw that. That's so ridiculous. But that is freaking funny. Anyways. So what was I saying? Fuck. With this Knight of Pentacles, it's like, I think there's kind of like a seriousness, right? Like, and that's where I love that we just rolled into that laughter and that joy. You know, it's like, I think that there's part of your inner child, there's part of this creative side of you that has been repressed, and it's been like, it's been more about work, focus, seriousness, you know, focus, and it's also like quiet time. Like, it's almost like too quiet. It feels like a library, you know? It feels like the angry librarian telling you to shh, like, you know, like that's not, she doesn't look angry, but it's just like the energy of like, it feels strict. It feels a little too strict. And I just watched this episode of Wife Swap and it was like this super strict family, and then this family of clowns. They're literally like studying, going to clown school, right? So it's like, that's kind of like the energy where it's like, you need to find that healthy balance, because maybe when you were growing up, maybe you were more in this clown energy. Maybe this is like, you used to be really creative, you used to like be really passionate, but it's like you've kind of shifted focus. Like, I just feel like all the focus right now is going on finance, it's going on career. It's just like all this boring, like strict, like this house that just doesn't have fun, right? It's like in Wife Swap, that house was so like dead inside that it was unbearable. And it's like, yes, you're setting yourself up for success. Yes, you're doing amazing, you know, but it's like, there's a part of you that's dying. There's a part of you that's repressed. There's a part of you that needs to be expressed. And I don't know if this is just like a hobby. Like, for some of you guys, you just need to kind of like incorporate more playtime, because I feel like you could possibly kind of like lose it, or just like, I don't know, like I'm hearing kind of like your mental health might go down. Like, you might not be feeling your best mentally if you continue just being so focused on career. Like, there needs to be a healthy balance. There needs to be. And let's see what Siege says. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate, all right? And I think that that's what you do. Like I said, I think this is already your energy. Like, I think you're very much this Knight of Pentacles. You're very much the siege, quiet time. You're very much like, I'm going to do the logical, smart thing. I'm going to quiet my mind. I'm going to figure out what the hell I need to be doing. But it's almost like, through quieting your mind, it's like I'm just seeing you kind of pressing down all those like creative ideas and wishes, and like being like, that's not important. Like telling your inner child, like picture your little inner child's face as you're just like telling them playtime is over. You know, like that's kind of the energy I'm getting. With the Seven of Cups here, this is interesting because, like I said, so the advice here, is, this is so funny because at first I thought the advice was going to be really boring, really straight to the point, really just like Seven of Cups, like don't get distracted, you know, like don't get tempted to go off your path, which I do think is a message. Okay, like let's do both messages then, because that makes sense too. Where it's like there's going to be a lot of temptations, there's going to be a lot of offers that are going to veer you off of your path. Like I think that you are on this steady, really stable path to success here. And I do feel like the advice is like, watch out, because this is the time where those distractions, those mistakes, it's gonna happen, like, and you need to watch out and know how to set boundaries, know how to say no, know how to walk away if you need to. But then at the same time, like now I'm getting this whole completely different message where it's like, but at the same time, like, let yourself go out for a cup of coffee. You know what I mean? Like, let yourself spend some time with a friend. Let yourself paint. Like I'm hearing some of you guys just want to paint, like as a hobby. Some of you guys want to go to karaoke. Some of you guys want to, like, it doesn't have to be a serious thing where it's like you are dedicating your career to this creative path. Like I feel like for some of you guys here, that's just not your path. Like you're going to be more successful in maybe like a more corporate field, in something that's like just more intelligent. Like you're giving me very intelligent business, corporate energy here. So like I'm just getting like on the computer, like in an office energy. So for some of you guys, like that's what's gonna bring you the most financial success. But this part of you isn't gonna go away. This Page of Wands isn't going to go away. And so even though it's the page, even though it doesn't have that development as the Knight, where this could actually go somewhere, like this passion, this creativity could actually go somewhere, I think that this still should be honored, even if it's just like a hobby, even if it's just some kind of creative outlet that allows you to have some fun and not take life so serious and not be so focused on career. Yeah, so with the Seven of Cups, it's like, I don't know, I was getting like a very like, don't get distracted, but now I'm like, maybe some distractions are good. Maybe sometimes you need to kind of do a side quest. You know what I mean? And with this Three of Pentacles, like I'm just getting the advice is to collaborate. Like I think that you've spent a lot of time maybe alone when it comes to this career, like building up this career, and it's time to work with others. It's time to collaborate. It is time to come together with other people in order to create something bigger than just yourself. And see, that's also where I'm getting like corporate energy, where it's like you could just be like a cog in the system, but it's like that cog is a really huge company, you know what I mean? Like a really, like I'm trying to think of a good company, but it's like I hate corporate America, so it's really hard for me to like be like, oh hell yeah, Target, you know. It's like, no, I'm pretty sure those are Trump supported. Anyways, not getting into politics, but with the Three of Pentacles here, like it's time to kind of move towards collaboration and being open to I feel like being open to expanding. Like I kind of feel like with this energy you're in right now, you're not at the Knight, or I'm sorry, you're not at the King of Pentacles yet. It's almost because you're not really thinking about the kingdom. You're still thinking, focus more on your own success, your own happiness, which is not a bad thing. I think you're doing an amazing job. But I think what the difference is between the Knight and the King is that the King has to worry about everyone in the kingdom and how you're working together as a society, as a kingdom. So I think that's kind of like the next step for you, is this collaboration, being a part of something bigger than you are. And like I've said so many times in this reading, you're doing amazing, sweetie. Like you're doing such a good job. I think that you are really on the path to like financial security. You are going to have money in the bank. You are going to be doing okay financially. And I think especially the more and more you open to this collaboration, whatever it may be, like maybe this is taking a promotion, you know, becoming a manager, becoming a team leader, whatever it may be, becoming somebody who's has more responsibility on the team as a whole. Okay, maybe that's the next step, and it's going to lead you to more coin. And I just feel like this is abundance. Like you're going to be incredibly happy, incredibly like proud of yourself. But the advice is to, you know, keep your eye on the prize. Don't get too distracted, but at the same time, have fun. And very much so focus on collaborations. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. And this is going back to the honesty. So I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. With this Ace of Swords, I don't know, I'm just kind of getting, I feel like we've covered everything. Like we've covered the reason that you needed to be honest with yourself is that some part of you is kind of being repressed within all this financial focus, career focus. You know, it's leading you to that success, but at the same time, you know, just be honest about whether or not you are having a healthy work, play, rest balance. Those are so important. Work, play, rest. Work, play, rest. Okay. And it's like being honest about whether or not that is balanced. And with the High Priestess, I just think once again, you know how to trust yourself. I can expect it from myself. Like I know that at the end of the day, I've got my back. I'm stable. I'm going to make decisions for my highest good. I'm going to make decisions that I think are logical and leading me towards my success. Tell me about this Ten of Swords, Eight of Swords in reverse, the Tower in reverse. I think that you're not going to realize how important these creative outlets are, this quiet time, like this meditation, this rest, meditation, and contemplation time. That time is going to become more and more important to you as you get more and more responsibilities and financial abundance. Like that's going to really stress you out. It is going to it is going to be heavily stressing you out. I think that you are always going to be really trying to make sure that things in your career and your job are not falling apart. And I do kind of feel like that might be a team effort where it's like you're very helpful. You're always just making sure like everything's running smoothly, but it comes with a lot of anxiety. It comes with a lot of stress. So make sure you're getting that quiet time. Make sure you are, you know, taking the time out to rest, contemplate, and meditate. Three of Cups in reverse. I am also getting like, watch out for workplace drama. Watch out for workplace gossip. Okay, watch out for that, because I do feel like that could be a huge distraction from your success, and also a huge distraction from the people that you're actually supposed to be working with. So watch out. Like, I don't know what's gonna, like, let me split the deck one more time. How can you watch out for that? Like, what should you be watching out for? Nine of Pentacles. So like if you're seeing people be codependent, where it's like they're trying to control your behaviors, where you're seeing them just trying to like, I'm gonna give you an example. Okay, like I have a coworker that I feel like they struggle with codependency, and I feel like this is the kind of person who will send you smiley faces whenever you're doing a real, like whenever you're helping them. So like, let's say there's an assigned task and you are assigned on that task, and this coworker comes to help you, right? And they're using all these smileys and they're like, I'm so happy to help you. And then when it comes time where it's their shift and they have assigned work, you might not offer to help them. But it's like, because of that codependent energy where they extended themselves for you, and they are expecting it back. They're wanting to control you and make you kind of do the same thing back. Like, to me, that's codependent energy. They're wanting to control your behavior and wanting you to like act a certain way that isn't really directly discussed. It's also very passive aggressive. So like, it's kind of like, watch out for that energy where it's like people being codependent, wanting you to behave a certain way, and then it's almost like this person would change personalities. Like they would stop using smileys and like be really short, and it's like be passive aggressive instead of just saying, hey, can you help me? Or hey, do you have time to help me with this and that? But this person is overextending themselves on whenever they're helping you. You know what I mean? It's like, but you're not overextending yourself to help them, but they expect it. So it's just like, watch out for that, because that could cause like gossip and drama, and it's just distractions. It's just distractions. So like, just make sure you're making time to have that quiet alone time. Bottom of the deck, we also had Pele, divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? Thought this was a perfect way to come full circle from the honesty card. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? So I think that there's definitely been this energy that is, it's like a volcano. It's been wanting to burst. This creative side of you, this like Page of Wands, this Pele fiery energy has been really wanting a space in your life. But I think that you've been so focused on the material, on the financial, on the career, on the seriousness of, you know, making bank and surviving. Like, I get it, hustlers, I get it. But it's like, be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? So it's like, find that even balance. Find that balance, baby. I think you can do it. Like, I think you intuitively know how to move forward from this. Like, I just feel like I don't need to say anything else. I'm gonna leave it at that, my beautiful, beautiful pile number 3s. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, if you found it helpful, useful, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Would love to hear from my pile 3s. Until next time, guys, I'm sending you all the best. Love, light, protection, blessings. Bye! What is up, guys? Welcome to the bonus pile. If you know, you know. If you don't know, these are cards that I used to pull for myself. I didn't used to record them, but suddenly I just got this urge. I'm like, we should start sharing this with the collective, you know? Have a way to connect with you guys so that it's like we're getting the same messages, you know. I just want to connect with you guys. I also want to share more of myself and like how I read for myself. You know, I don't think everybody does that. Like some people even think that's taboo, but this is what I do, okay? I pretend like I am a stranger and I just read what's in front of me. I'll come back later when I need to hear the message. I'll listen to it again. I probably forgot every word I said. Like, you know how it is when you're channeling. Some of you guys don't know, but like if you're a tarot reader too, or if you do any kind of divination, you know what I'm talking about. So let's jump right in. We pulled the forgiveness card. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So this is something that I think is actually going to be affecting your career. So if you have struggled with forgiveness, if you've struggled with, you know, letting go of resentments, letting go of disappointments in the past, I think that this is actually coming to bite you in the ass right now when it comes to your career, because you're needing to forgive your coworkers, you know, your boss. You're needing to forgive the people around you that you might be harboring resentment towards, you might be harboring frustration towards, because at the end of the day, you need to understand that these people all are people, right? Okay, like people are people, right? Okay, freaking golden wisdom, right? No, but like what I'm trying to say is that you need to come from an energy of love, not resentment. And I think that if you are in a career field, nobody in their right mind is going to give you any kind of respect. They're not going to listen to you. They're not going to care about your opinion or what you think if you are just always resentful, if you're always this angry, grumpy person, right? It's like you can't carry that with you, especially if you are trying to climb any kind of career ladder, especially if you're working in teams, if you're working in groups of people, if you're working as like a family, you know how they call corporations family. You know, you're going to have to work on the virtue of forgiveness, on letting stuff go, okay? That might be hard for you guys sometimes. Like, I feel like for me personally, it is hard outside of work. I think I have an understanding that in the workplace, nothing's personal. Like, I really try to keep that, you know, try to keep that as professional as I can, of like, nothing's personal, it's business, it's business, it's business. Like, I'm in a very emotional, sensitive person, so I really have to like layer that tough skin and be like, it's not personal, it's business. So I think that I do have a better separation of not being so angry and resentful at work with people I work with, you know what I mean? I do get very frustrated sometimes. I feel like everybody does in their workplace. But I think when it comes to outside of the workplace, I do struggle with forgiveness, like with people who have seriously like hurt me in the past. Like, I still do carry resentments that, so I can totally see how spirit is really wanting to translate that energy. Like, if it's been something that hasn't really affected your workplace, I think that they're kind of giving you the advice right now that will soon affect your workplace if it's not something that you focus on. Like, if you don't heal this energy, if you don't work on water off a duck's back, letting it go, forgiving, it's going to creep into your career. And I think that you really just want to come from a place of love. I think that's what your intention is here. So just remember that whenever you're getting upset, whenever you're struggling to practice forgiveness. With the 7 of Cups here, I think that you're currently in this energy of having a lot of options in front of you. Also, you could have a lot of distractions. So I do kind of get an energy that Spirit's wanting you to get more focused. They're wanting you to make decisions on what's really important to you, because right now your energy is very scattered. It's very kind of spread out, spread thin. And it kind of needs to be directed in one area, not more, not another area, one area, period. So what's the advice here with this Knight of Wands? I think that there's a part of you that this is giving me pile number 3, like the repressed creativity, the repressed passion. It's like this needs to be expressed. Like, we can understand how you might be spread thin, you might be distracted right now, you might even be frustrated at work, but I think that the advice is you need to focus on what's important to you, because the Knights, you know, they represent focus to me. And with the Wands, that's passion, creativity, that is whatever lights your heart on fire. And so it's like, with this being reversed, I feel like you haven't really been focused. You haven't been going towards your passions. You haven't been going towards your creativity. You haven't been directing your energy into one place. They're wanting you to stop spreading it out. Focus with this Knight. Focus. We also had bottom of the deck, which I found really interesting, Ace of Wands. Once again, I feel like you need to indulge in creative ideas that you're having, even in the workplace, even in the career. If you're having new ideas, you need to share these ideas. I think that you need to learn how to incorporate your personality, your creativity, like this warmth. There's a warmth here that I think you're holding back from your job place. Like, you might have really heavy boundaries when it comes to your career, where it's like you don't really want to open up, you don't want to get too close to people at work. Personally, for me, in my past, I used to shit where I eat. You know what I mean? If you know the expression, it basically just means I used to be too unprofessional, like emotional. I would have relationships at my job, like it wasn't professional at all. And so I just kind of feel like it gets hard for me at this point to build those really strong relationships with my coworkers, because I don't want to create any kind of relational drama. So I can see where Spirit here is kind of wanting this incorporation of like still being warm, still coming from a place of love, still coming from a place of like forgiveness and love and kindness and just like this warmth, okay? This general warmth and passion that you have. I think that you've been holding it back, when I think that that's actually not the answer. The answer is not to get colder. The answer is not to get more resentful, right? The answer is to forgive. The answer is to lean into that warmth, into that love. All right, and we also have Ma'at. Fairness. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. And you need to believe and trust that Spirit, in its glory, is going to balance the situation out. Do you believe in yin yang? You know, do you believe in balance? Do you believe that in karma? If you do believe in those things, then just trust that it's going to work out. So if somebody is fucking around at work and they're pissing you off, you're on the same shift as them, the answer isn't to be more resentful. The answer is to forgive them and know that things are going to balance out. They're either going to lose their job because they were always fucking around, right? Or they're either going to get better at their job and be of use, you know, and be helpful of the team. It's just like, let things work out. You know, resentment can be a sign of codependency. So some of you guys may be working on healing codependent behaviors. Bottom of the deck, last message, my loves. We have the green Tara. Start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. Like, I'm just kind of seeing like somebody on an island, and it's like everybody's shipwrecked, right? And there's like this one person trying to just do their own thing. And it's like everybody else is trying to work together, build a society, or, you know, build shelter, build, you know, place to sleep, like come together, get food, whatever. And it's like that one kind of lone wolf. Like, you're kind of giving me this lone wolf energy, and it's like Spirit is wanting you to be warmer, to be more open to that relational connection, even if it's in a career. Because I think what you're not realizing is how far those relationships can actually take you in your career. Like, I think that you're not utilizing your charming energy, you're not utilizing your personality, your personability. Like, you're not using all of these tools that can actually help you. Guys, I spit. Did you see it? Ew. Okay. You're not seeing, you know, the personality, how that can actually bring you closer to success versus then further away. Okay. So there's definitely some healing, also delegating. Like, I think that the warmer you become, the more loving that you are in this career field, it actually is going to make it easier for you to ask other people to help or do things. Like, especially if you're moving into any kind of management position or moving into a position where you have to delegate, where you have to tell other people what to do. It's like you're not just an island, you know, you're not just on your own. So it might be easier for you to like the response that you're going to get back from people is going to be a lot easier than if you're just grumpy and resentful all the time. You know, like, people, nobody wants to do what that person says. Like, they're never happy. Why should I do something for that person? You know, but if you're always kind to them, and this isn't like from a people pleaser place, this is just from like your energy. Like, people can feel your energy, and people know when you're in this grumpy, resentful energy, and people also know when you're in this loving, open, warm energy. So just kind of understand, people are picking up on this, and it's like you're either going to use this against yourself or for yourself, you know, as a tool to support you. So that is what I have for you, my beautiful pile number 4s, my bonus piles. What happened there? We went country. Howdy doody. Kind of want to lift the deck. Undying love. Once again, this love energy. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. Like, that's what I'm saying, is like, people can feel it. People can feel that energy. It's like, that love is eternal. That love, it's like, people will always remember that energy. They will always be like, man, that person was so loving and warm to me. Like, I'll never, like, people don't forget that, you know? Any advice, last messages? Fox, so selfishness, trickery, wrongness, clever, suspicion, caution. Selfishness is sticking out to me. Like, just be very careful of like wanting to isolate, wanting to be cold, wanting to carry that resentment. You know, I think that that's really, they're cautioning you, this is the wrong direction. Okay, like, I feel like they're saying you're more clever than this, that don't trick yourself into thinking that this is actually helping you by being, you know, more closed off, by being more selfish. It's not helping. We also have fish. Okay, business, finances, commerce, gain, wealth, abundance. I've pulled this 3 times, like, in the last 2 weeks. So yeah, come on, pile 4s, let's hope for that abundance, that money coming in. But we have anchor. work, profession, settling down, durability, stability, long lasting. I do feel like whatever career you're doing, though, it has been a really stable job for you. Like, it's bringing in the finance. I think you just might be kind of looking at things in the wrong way. You're looking at it through kind of like a selfish lens instead of really seeing it as a community. This is a community that you're a part of, and you need to decide what energy you're bringing into this community. For some of you guys, there could be a promotion. So promise, commitment, partnership, deal, contract, cycle. Like, I just get an offer with the ring here, some kind of contract. So there could definitely be some kind of promotion. And I am getting with that promotion, it's like you're gonna have to delegate, you're gonna have to be warmer, you're gonna have to be friendlier. Oh, my Aquarius Mercury is like so upset about this reading. My Aquarius Mercury is like so angry. It's like my Aquarius Merc does not want to be friendlier to my coworkers. That's so funny. Oh my god. Like, my Pisces sun is like, hell yeah, like love, peace and love, hippy dippy, right? My Virgo moon is like, do whatever you got to do to make the big bucks. My Leo energy, they're like, yes, like, let's make friends, like, let's. But then my Aqua Mercury and Venus is like, fuck these people. Oh my god, I hate that I'm like this, but I hope you guys love me. I hope you guys like the reading. I hope you guys resonate. Why do I keep going back to that? I hope y'all resonate with this reading. Oh wow, this reading is almost as long as the other fucking readings. I wanted it to be shorter. Healthy. Physical health looks different for everyone. Therefore, I will listen to my body and do what it is best for it. What works for me may not work for others, and that is okay. Like, I feel like they're wanting you to know it's not healthy to harbor resentment. Like, it's not that's not a healthy thing to be carrying around. That is a sign of codependency. I think it just works against you, you know? Boundless joy. Happiness is a wonderful state, but unpleasant emotions are a beautiful scenic path to greater joy soon to come. These ebbs and flows allow me to appreciate the good times. I will remember my joy is abundant and never ending. I just feel like you need to kind of bring some like cheeriness, some friendliness, you know, and I feel like it's going to create a healthier environment. I think you're going to feel lighter, healthier, like more relaxed at work. Yeah, and I just split the deck and we had unlocking, answer, destiny, openness, heavy on the openness, solution, fulfillment. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it at that. My beautiful pile fours. I'm sorry, I kept pulling cards, but it's just how it goes sometimes. But I love you guys. Thanks for sticking around. If you enjoyed the reading, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Come on, guys, don't be stingy like that. Give me that like, click the red button. Until next time, guys, I'm sending you love, light, protection, blessings. See you later. Bye.